What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Cooking with Mamaloo. My name is Aaron and this is my Mamaloo.
Hi everybody, it's been a long time since I'm on the show again, so I'm ready for the show.
What's your name?
Judy Marion.
We are back with another great episode. Things have changed a little bit. We are going through quite a crisis that has been pretty much the whole year, which is COVID-19.
Yeah, it's very sad what's happening.
It's been absolutely devastating. Sure, it's affected you, whether it's like an immediate family member or somebody that you know. Everybody's been struggling and stuck at home, so hopefully these videos are helping you out learn some recipes and cook at home, because we've been doing a lot of cooking.
Yeah.
At least we've been doing that. So, Mom, today what is the recipe that we are going to be cooking?
Today I'm going to show you a quick fish curry. Everybody loves my fish curry, so I want to share it with each one of you. So I hope you try it and let me know how it goes, okay?
So fish curry as well as a fried fish, right?
Yes.
So that's fish curry, fried fish. Let's get started. Let's get eating. Let's go.
Well, my dear family and friends, this is the recipe for the fish curry, and the ingredients are very simple. You have all these in your kitchen cabinet, nothing out of the way. So all you need is one small lime-size tamarind, which you should soak it in hot water, 2 tablespoons of chili powder, half a teaspoon of turmeric powder, 1 tablespoon of coriander seeds, 1 tablespoon of ginger garlic. You can use fresh ginger garlic, which is even better, but I don't have the time for fresh ginger and garlic, so I just put ginger garlic paste, 1 tablespoon of tomato paste, 1 tomato, half a teaspoon of cumin seeds. So all of these will go into the blender, including the tomato and half piece of onion. So onion sort of thickens the gravy and adds also flavor to the gravy, okay?
Before we blend all these ingredients, I just want to reiterate why we are making these videos and cooking with Mamaloo as a brand in general is because I'm trying to learn this lady's recipes, and I also want you guys to learn it as well, because she's a terrible writer and you can't read her writing when she makes our recipe books. So I want to document her because she goes a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and then you can never remember what it is. So this way it is on camera and I can go back and reference it, and I hope you reference it too, because you don't want to lose these recipes. So we're also going to have a lot more videos with other Mamaloos to learn their recipes so their kids don't lose their favorite dishes as well. Okay, so Mom, what are we doing here?
All together.
So the little ball of tamarind.
Coriander seeds. Oh, sorry folks, a few peppercorns, okay? Maybe about 12 to 15 peppercorns.
Okay, about 12 peppercorns, raw peppercorns.
Yeah.
The ginger garlic
goes
paste.
in, the jeera goes
Cumin,
in,
yeah.
cumin, the chili powder,
Turmeric powder,
the onion,
a quarter of an onion, and the tomato paste.
and the tomato paste. One more ingredient I forgot to tell you, either can use fresh coconut, or at the end of your fish curry can add half a tin of coconut milk, or you can use 5 to 6 tablespoons of desiccated coconut.
It's almost like ground coconut.
Yeah, or you can also use coconut milk, say about 4 or 5 tablespoons of coconut milk with little warm water towards the end.
So we're using shredded coconut that you could buy and keep in the freezer.
I'm putting about 4 tablespoons of fresh coconut.
4 tablespoons of the shredded coconut there.
Yeah.
3, 4. So if you want to look at the brand here, so again, you can keep it in the freezer and it lasts a very, very long time. That's the shredded coconut that we use in a lot of recipes. So now it's time to blend it up.
It's time to whip it up. Adding some more water.
Okay, so we've been blending it for about 3 to 4 minutes because you really, really need the actual masala. This is called a masala, to be really smooth. So make sure the texture is not too clumpy or anything. Grind it as much as you like, but we really grind it to a really, really smooth consistency. You can smell it. Honestly, it smells so good. Yes, it does.
The next step, I'm just going to put some oil in the pan. Not much, just a little.
So then we're going to heat the oil up.
And I'm just going to throw in my onions. And also with the onions, say 1 teaspoon of fenugreek seeds. That's the secret ingredient that gives sort of a lot of flavor to the curry. So I dropped it in.
Okay, so we're going to let that fry up and get the onions to brown a bit.
Yeah. The onions are slightly brown. Don't make it too brown, just a slight color. Okay, now I'm going to add the masala. Just lower your fire because it starts spluttering all over the place.
Get all that good stuff.
I'm just going to add a little water into it.
So now we're just going to fry the masala until the oil comes up. We'll show you what this looks like.
15 to 20 minutes. Lower the fire to medium and just close it. I'm just going to add a little salt, mix it with your fish, and also add a little vinegar because this little tip was given by my sister-in-law's mother, that's Auntie Gertie, and she told me a little vinegar to the fish, it sort of makes the fish firm and it doesn't break up. So just add a little and just mix up your fish. I'm using basa fish here. You can use pompano or kingfish, any fish, whatever you want. But the same ingredients is for 2 fishes, okay?
For this particular time, yeah, we're using basa because it's super easy, super cheap. You can get it in your freezer. And what's the pro tip when you're buying the frozen basa?
Oh, whenever you buy this fish, it's so much of ice and frozen. And this tip was given to me by my brother-in-law Peter, who passed away. He was such a great cook and a lovely person too. And he told me that you have to take a container and put the strainer over
Get a strainer,
this,
yeah.
and put the frozen fish over that and keep it for 1 day in the fridge so that all the water collects. And you won't imagine that in the morning when you get up, you'll see at least about half cup of water. So
yeah, there's a lot of moisture in the frozen fish. So don't just use it immediately, and don't just thaw it out and use all the moisture that is just sitting in. Drain it out and make sure you're using just the fish alone. This is really easy too because there's no bones in it, and honestly it still tastes really good. And you know, it's just a simple fish curry for you. We are bringing back an old segment that we haven't done in a long time, and you know what? You've missed it, I've missed it, she's missed it, you've missed it, she's missed it, I've missed it, you've missed it. It's time for another Mamaloo's musical break. Mom, you ready?
Oh my gosh.
All right, Mamaloo, take it away.
This is a very old song which is sung in Bombay for all weddings, and here it goes. Come from India, come from Sagar, come from anywhere. Come from India, come from Sagar, come from anywhere. If you're looking out for a spicy fish curry, come to the Marine's residence for the taste of my fish curry. Okay.
Yeah! Mamaloo's music break is back! And we're gonna make sure that we keep doing it. Good song, Mom. Send us your versions as well.
Okay.
It's looking like it's almost ready.
Just put some green chilies so that it'll give a little spiciness. Okay, I'm adding the chilies to the fish curry. Adding the water.
How much water?
Depends how much water you want to put. Not too thick, not too thin.
Looks like about 1.5 cups to 2 cups of water.
Yeah,
So we're gonna turn up the heat. Wait for once this curry bubbles, then we're gonna add the fish, and that's pretty much done?
Yes.
Alright, that was super quick. So the curry is boiling. It's time to add the fish. Remember we said you can add whatever fish you like. Tilapia. My mom was saying there's a hassa fish.
That's a Bombay mackerel fish.
Bombay mackerel. So whatever fish that you enjoy, it's up to you. It obviously will change a bit of the flavor.
And the best tool is your fingers.
Just be careful. Okay, that's looking good. Alright, we're just gonna make sure the curry is spread. The reason you gotta be delicate is you don't want to break the fish. So it's a good way to stir it.
Just taste it and see whether the salt is okay. But I think you have to add a little more salt.
So we need to add a little bit more salt. How much?
1 teaspoon, yeah.
Okay, 1 teaspoon of salt. So add salt to taste. It's very hard to take away salt, so just add little by little by little until you find it to your preference.
Just 1 bubble and the fish curry is done, okay?
So yeah, once it boils just once, it should be good to go because this basa fish is super easy to cook. Okay, as you can see, this fish curry is now done. It's all bubbling and boiling and looking great. So that's all ready to go, and now it's time to show you the ingredients to the fried fish. It always pairs really, really well. So we got a tablespoon of chili powder, half a teaspoon of turmeric powder, about a tablespoon of ginger garlic paste.
My sister-in-law Wendy, who is in Trinidad, she told me always whenever you fry fish, add a little sugar, that brings out the flavor.
Okay, and then we got about a tablespoon of onion powder. Again, we're using the basa fish. Normally we like to use tilapia, you know, a lot of bony fish that have a lot of flavor. Today, you know, something in the freezer that we're craving fish, we're definitely going to use it, but like we said, substitute it with whatever you like. These don't have bones. Really, really easy to eat. The masala is the same, so up to you. So to mix all the masalas together, we're adding
little vinegar, or you can also add lime juice, whatever it is, just to make it a sort of a paste, or even water, it doesn't matter. But as I said, add little vinegar so that it doesn't break up the fish. Now let's taste into the masala.
Taste it.
No, add a little salt, Aaron.
Okay, so we put a half teaspoon of salt in there. And she's just massaging the masala there. Okay, and then you just, with your hands, just rub it all in. Coat the masala really, really well.
The tip of the fish curry also is always better to make the fish curry one day before so that it blends into the fish and it gives you a better taste the next day. And also the fish, you can always marinate the fish one day before and keep it in the fridge, so it saves your time also, and next day just fry it.
You know, the longer you let it marinate, the flavors develop. They'll taste richer and, you know, yummier. So we're gonna start frying the fish. We're gonna add some oil. Fry multiple ones at the same time. Gonna let that heat up, and we're gonna fry the fish, and we're almost done. Okay, so now the oil is nice and hot. Just be careful that there's no water in here, otherwise it's gonna just start to bubble all over the place, and it's actually really, really dangerous. So make sure your pan is nice and dry before you add the oil, and then heat it up. And then we got our fried fish. Take a look that it's nice and coated. We'll save some extra. All the fish is totally covered. For the fish, when you're adding the oil, again, be careful. Lay it away from you. Put it down.
And let the oil be nice and hot, okay? Because if we make it cold, it sort of sticks to the pan, the fish.
Let it drop away from you. So all the fish is frying. The curry is done within a few minutes, less than 5 minutes, because this is basa. Again, it's really, really easy to cook. Really light fish. Not the most flavorful. We use tilapia, everything, but again, still gets the job done. Really tasty, really cheap. So we're going to eat very, very, very soon. Okay, while the fish is frying, we're going to make sure that we flip it very delicately and carefully and get a nice crust. There you go, there's a nice little brown crust there. Make sure you don't burn it, and fry it to your liking. There it is, and it's time to eat. Okay, so that concludes another episode of Cooking with Mamaloo. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Our fried fish and our fish curry episode. Like we said, switch to whatever type of fish you prefer. It's really, really tasty. Make sure that once you're done frying it, that you sit it on some paper towel so it can drain the oil. And it's nice and brown and absolutely delicious. Mom, thank you so much. Did you enjoy that?
Oh yes, I did.
Any parting words for you today?
Oh yeah, I eat a lot of fish. It's more healthy. It has omega-3. And it's very good for the brains and has a lot of calciums, and it's light on the stomach.
Yes, fish is very lean and light and healthy, so it's a good alternative. Thank you very much, and based on our fish episode, another parting word is, if you give a man a fish, you could feed him for a day, but if you teach him how to fish, he will eat for a lifetime.
Yes.
Yeah, so that means if you learn how to cook, you will never starve. So don't just go to takeout and everything. Try, practice at home, and again, even if you fail, you'll get better. Watch these videos, you get better and better. That's my goal. That's why we're doing this in the first place, is to get better and better. And you're going to be eating for a lifetime and eating good.
I'm so happy that all my boys will not grow hungry because I taught them to cook.
That's what we're doing. Okay, so like, subscribe, share, and we're going to see some other Mamaloos as well as we continue. So thanks, and we'll see you again.
Bye everybody. Have
Bye-bye.
a nice day. Take care. Bye.